first we are going to see the introduction of mycoplasma. So first time mycoplasma was discovered by the Pasteur in 18th century when he was studying the causative agent of bovine pleuropneumonia in 1713. And they are the smallest independent replicating prokaryotes. However, it was believed that the causal agent of pleuropneumonia-like organisms that we call as a PPLO. This causal agent was first time isolated and cultured by E. Nocard and E. R. Rocks in 1899. They established that these causal agents of pleuropneumonia can grow on complex nutrient media which do not contain cells. So, according to that, the Burgess Manual of Determinative Bacteriology, like 7th edition, which was published in 1957, these groups of organisms have been assigned to a new order, that is a Mycoplasma tels. So, habit and habitat. Now, here we are going to understand how the Mycoplasma lives in the environment. Now, Mycoplasma are the parasitic as well as saprophytic in nature. Means what? They are totally depends on the other for their growth. Mycoplasma are found to be associated with sewage, plants, animals, insects, humus, hot water springs, and other high temperature environment. So these are the some sources from which we can isolate the mycoplasma. They have been found in phloem tissues of diseased plants. So this is also very important. They are also found in the phloem tissue of diseased plants. At least 11 serologically and biological distinct mycoplasmas have been found in man. Mycoplasma orally and Mycoplasma salivarium are found almost in every healthy adult. Mycoplasma hominis is present in large proportion in sexually active adults. Diseases like primary atypical pneumonia, that is PAP, in the mouth and pharynx and genitourinary tract and tonsillitis in humans are caused by the mycoplasma. Now let's see the general characteristics of mycoplasma. First, they are unicellular, smallest, they are non-motile and prokaryotic organisms forming fried egg-shaped colonies. They are pleomorphic, that means they are able to change their shape depending on the culture media. They may be rod-like, ring-like, globid or filamentous-like. The filamentous are uniform diameter, that is 100 to 300 nanometer, and vary in length from 3 nanometer to 150 nanometer. Some mycoplasma predominantly assume spherical shape, that is around 300 to 800 nanometer in diameter. They are ultrafiltrable, means what? They can pass through bacteria-proof filters and they do not possess rigid cell wall. The cells are delimited by soft triple-layered lipoproteinaceous membrane. It is unit membrane about 10 nanometer thick. Within the cytoplasm, the ribosomes are found scattered in the peripheral zone. These are around 14 nanometer in diameter. Are resemble with bacteria in sedimentation characteristics of both the nucleoprotein and nucleic acid. The ribosomes are 72S type. Within the cytoplasm, fine fibrillar DNA is present and it is double-stranded helix. Mycoplasma generally grows more slowly than bacteria. This is a very important point. They require sterol for their nutrition. They are usually resistant to antibiotics like penicillin, cefalodin, vancomycin, etc., which action cell wall. They are sensitive to tetracycline also. They are also killed by temperature around 40 to 55 degrees Celsius in 15 minutes. They do not produce spores but divide by binary fission. So these are some important general characteristics of mycoplasma. Let's see the structure. Now in such structure, we can easily observe that lipoproteinaceous membrane, which is outside. Inside there is a soluble protein, and in that soluble protein we can observe the like ribosomes are there, DNA is there, and soluble RNA is there. So these are the some important parts of the mycoplasma. Now the size of mycoplasma 300 to 800 nanometer in diameter. It contains cell wall, and the cell wall is it do not contain any cell wall, rigid cell wall. Cells are surrounded by the triple layered lipoproteinaceous unit membrane. It is around 10 nanometer thick. Unit membrane encloses the cytoplasm. Within the cytoplasm, RNA and DNA is present. The ribosomes are 14 nanometer in diameter and they are 70S2 type. DNA is double-stranded and the DNA is up to 4% and the RNA is up to 8%. and it is less than half that usually occurs in other protoplasm. So this is very important point over here. So this structure of mycoplasma. So this is all about the mycoplasma. If you have any question, just comment or you can mail me. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe and share the video. Thanks a lot.